Chosen one, God is about to show the world who you really are. Not who they said you were, not who they assumed you were, and not the limited version of yourself that you were forced to become just to survive. He is about to unveil the fullness of who He created you to be. For too long, you have been hidden in plain sight, misunderstood, underestimated, and even overlooked. But that was never a mistake. It was divine strategy. God was protecting you while He was perfecting you. He kept you hidden, not because you were unworthy, but because your season of revealing had not yet come. And now, that season is here. The unveiling that is about to take place will not be subtle. It will not be quiet. It will be undeniable. People who once questioned your purpose will stand in awe as they watch you step into everything that was promised. The same mouths that doubted you will speak your name with reverence. The same eyes that overlooked you will now look up to you. Because when God decides to reveal His chosen one, no man, no circumstance, no system, and no opposition can conceal it any longer. Chosen one, God is about to make your presence impossible to ignore. Every hidden gift, every buried talent, every divine seed that was planted inside you is about to burst forth into manifestation. What was once suppressed will now find expression. You are not being elevated by the world's systems. You are being elevated by heaven's decree. This means your rise will not make sense to people. They will try to explain it, analyze it, and understand it, but they won't be able to. Because this is not about luck, effort, or connections. This is about purpose. There was a time when you tried to fit in, when you tried to shrink yourself to make others comfortable, when you silenced your voice so you wouldn't stand out too much. But God never called you to fit in. He called you to stand apart. You were never designed to blend with the crowd. You were meant to carry a light that distinguishes you. And now, He is about to position you in such a way that the very thing you tried to hide will become the reason you shine. The world will see the strength that pain built, the wisdom that struggle taught, and the grace that faith preserved. This unveiling is not just about recognition, it's about revelation. God is revealing His reflection through you. The world will see His character in your patience, His love in your compassion, His authority in your confidence, and His power in your peace. You will be the living evidence that when God chooses someone, no amount of delay or opposition can prevent their destiny. You are the living example that what's divine cannot be diminished. Chosen one, you are about to step into rooms that you once thought were beyond your reach. Doors will open that you didn't even knock on. Invitations will come from places you never expected. Your name will begin to circulate in conversations where decisions are made, not because of networking, but because heaven has whispered your name into the hearts of those who can help carry your destiny forward. And it won't just be about success. It will be about impact. You will touch lives, shift atmospheres, and inspire faith in those who thought they were forgotten. Your story will become someone else's hope. The trials that once brought you to your knees will now be the testimony that lifts others to their feet. That's why the pain had to happen, because purpose always comes with a price. You paid that price in silence, and now the reward will speak loudly. Chosen one, understand this. When God shows the world who you really are, He doesn't just elevate your position. He magnifies His glory through your transformation. The same people who once pitted you will now seek your wisdom. The ones who left you will regret underestimating you. The same environment that once rejected you will now need what you carry. This is the divine reversal that comes when heaven decides it's time for revelation. There will be a supernatural acceleration attached to this season. Things that used to take years will now happen in months, even weeks. The recognition will come suddenly, but it won't feel overwhelming because your spirit has already been prepared for this. You've already been living in obedience during obscurity. You've already been faithful in the quiet seasons. That faithfulness is the foundation of what's about to come. Chosen one, this unveiling is not about arrogance or self-glory. It's about assignment. You are not being elevated so that you can boast, but so that others can believe. Your rise is not for attention, it's for purpose. God is placing you in a position where your story will draw people closer to Him. Every moment of your journey, the waiting, the pain, the confusion, will now make sense as you watch how your transformation inspires others to trust in the same God who carried you. This is why you had to be hidden. If you had been revealed too early, people would have seen your gift before they saw your character. But now, your heart matches your calling. Your integrity matches your influence. Your humility matches your power. And that is why God is saying, now, it's time. When He reveals you, chosen one, don't downplay it. Don't apologize for it. Don't question whether you deserve it. You do. You earned it in prayer, in patience, and in perseverance. You endured what others couldn't. You carried what others dropped. And you stood firm when others walked away. You have proven that you can be trusted with the spotlight because you never stopped honoring the source of your light. So get ready. Your season of unveiling has arrived. The mask is coming off. The waiting is over. The curtain is lifting. Heaven is announcing your name. And when God shows the world who you really are, it won't just surprise people. It will silence doubt, elevate faith, and shift atmospheres. You are not who you used to be. You are not defined by what you lost or what you went through. You are the refined, purified, and prepared version of yourself that God has been shaping all along. And now, the world is about to see what heaven has always known, that you are chosen, you are anointed, and you are unstoppable. Chosen one, stand tall. Lift your head. The world is about to see you for who you truly are, a divine instrument of purpose, grace, and power. This is your time. This is your unveiling. This is your destiny fulfilled. Chosen one, take a deep breath, because what's coming next is bigger than anything your mind has tried to imagine. The season that's approaching is not an ordinary shift. It's a divine unveiling, a heavenly revelation that will echo across every area of your life. You are stepping into a chapter that has been written by the very hands of God, long before anyone ever doubted you, long before the pain, the loss, and the loneliness. And now, heaven is aligning every detail to show the world exactly who you truly are. For so long, you've walked through seasons where it felt like no one saw you. You did everything right. You stayed faithful. You kept praying. You kept believing. And yet the results seemed hidden. People looked at you and thought nothing was happening, but they didn't see the roots growing beneath the surface. You were never stagnant. You were being strengthened. You weren't forgotten. You were being formed. Every moment of delay was God's design to refine the gold inside you. Because what He's about to reveal through you required depth, not just display. Chosen one, the revelation that's coming will silence every whisper of doubt that's ever surrounded your name. Those who questioned your worth will see that the favor of God was never absent. It was simply concealed until the appointed time. That time is now. The shift in the spirit has already begun. Heaven is preparing to showcase the masterpiece that has been maturing in hiddenness. The light that once seemed dim will now radiate with unstoppable brilliance. This is not just about recognition. It's about divine purpose finally meeting divine timing. You are about to walk into moments that were custom designed for you. Doors that won't open for anyone else because they have your name written in the blueprint of eternity. Every prayer, every tear, every night you spent wondering if it was worth it, it was. Because now God is about to make it all make sense. People will begin to speak your name in places you've never been. Opportunities will find you because your obedience has sent ripples into the unseen realm. Heaven has been watching your faithfulness, and the reward for your endurance is about to manifest publicly. But even more than the blessings that are coming, the true miracle is the person you've become through it all. You are not the same person you were when this journey began. You've been refined by fire, shaped by grace, and anchored by faith. Chosen one, understand this. When God decides to reveal someone, He doesn't just bring them out. He brings them out transformed. You are no longer who you were in the wilderness. The wilderness was your classroom, and the pain was your teacher. Every betrayal taught you discernment. Every delay taught you patience. Every loss taught you surrender. And now, because you learned the lessons, God is ready to lift you higher. You see, there are moments in life where heaven decides that the time for hiding is over. The time for silence is done. That's what's happening right now. The world will begin to notice the shift in you, not because you're trying to prove anything, but because the glory of God is radiating through everything you do. You will walk into rooms and shift the atmosphere. You will speak, and hearts will awaken. You will move, and things will align. You won't have to fight for attention. Favor will follow you effortlessly, because it's ordained. And when people ask, "How did this happen?" you'll simply say, "It was God." Because you'll know that no human hand could have orchestrated this. The connections, the timing, the opportunities, they will all align too perfectly to be coincidence. It will be divine coordination. But chosen one, this is also a moment to stay grounded. When the elevation comes, remain humble. When the applause begins, stay surrendered. The same God who lifted you up is the one who carried you when you had nothing. The same grace that opened the doors will keep you standing in those rooms. Don't let the noise distract you from the purpose. You were never chosen for popularity. You were chosen for impact. Your story isn't just about what you achieve. It's about what others receive through your journey. Someone is watching you right now, learning how to keep their faith because you refuse to give up. Someone is finding hope because of your persistence. Someone is rediscovering God because of your obedience. That's why your story matters, not because it's perfect, but because it's proof. Proof that God is real. Proof that grace is powerful. Proof that broken people can still become vessels of divine purpose. Chosen one, the world needs your light, not an imitation, not a watered-down version, but the authentic fire that was birthed through your trials. There's a generation waiting for your voice, your example, your testimony. You were not created to hide forever. This next season will bring visibility, but it will also bring responsibility. The anointing you carry isn't for comfort, it's for calling. You will step into new roles, new platforms, and new circles where your influence will carry weight. Not because of who you are, but because of who sent you. And yes, it will surprise many. They'll wonder how the one who was counted out is suddenly at the center of attention. They'll question how someone so overlooked could now be so visible. But the truth is, you were never overlooked by heaven. God was simply waiting for the world to catch up to what he already knew about you. When the unveiling happens, when God shows the world who you really are, don't hold back. Don't play small. Don't apologize for the favor on your life. Step boldly into it because you've earned this through faith, endurance, and humility. Every scar tells a story of survival. Every prayer built a foundation of strength. Every season of waiting was preparing you for this moment of revealing. And here's what you must remember. This is only the beginning. What's coming next isn't just recognition. It's transformation on every level. Your relationships will evolve. Your opportunities will multiply. Your influence will expand. And through it all, God will remain the center. Because this unveiling isn't about spotlight, it's about divine alignment. Chosen one, prepare your spirit. The shift has already begun. The very air around you is changing. Heaven is speaking your name in this hour. The doors are unlocking, the chains are breaking, and the waiting is over. The world is about to witness what heaven has always known, that you are chosen, favored, and unstoppable. Keep your faith strong, because the next move will not just change your life, it will change lives through you. Everything is about to align in your favor. Heaven is ready. The stage is set. The world is watching. And God is saying, now it's time. Let them see who I created you to be. Chosen one, you need to understand this with your whole heart. When God says it's your time, there is no power, no obstacle, no opposition that can hold you back. What's coming is not merely a season of blessing, it's a season of revelation. Everything that has been hidden, delayed, or denied is about to take form in front of you. Heaven is shifting the atmosphere, rearranging timelines, and aligning divine appointments so that the world finally sees what God saw in you from the very beginning. You've spent years in preparation for a moment you didn't even know was coming. Every disappointment, every heartbreak, every silent prayer at night, they were all pieces of a divine puzzle. You were not being punished. You were being positioned. Every closed door redirected you towards something greater. Every person who walked away made space for someone better to walk in. Every setback was a setup for a breakthrough. And now, you are standing at the threshold of fulfillment. Chosen one, the revealing that is about to take place will not just shock others, it will shock you too. You'll see things fall into place that you thought were impossible. Opportunities will find you at the exact moment you thought it was too late. You'll receive confirmation after confirmation that what you carried inside you all along was divine. That dream that never left you. The one that refused to die no matter how many times you try to move on. It's about to resurrect. Because it was never just your dream. It was a divine seed planted in your spirit by God Himself. This next chapter is not about striving. It's about stepping into flow, divine flow. You won't need to chase what's meant for you, because what's meant for you will recognize your anointing and come looking for you. The favor that's being released over your life will make things easier than before. The struggle that used to define your days will fade away, and you'll realize that grace can do more in a moment than effort did in a lifetime. But remember this. The reason God is about to show the world who you really are is because you never let the world define you. You stayed faithful when it would have been easier to give up. You kept your heart pure when bitterness tried to take over. You forgave when you had every right to stay angry. You kept believing in His promise even when the silence was deafening. That faith has spoken for you in heaven, and now heaven is responding. You might feel unprepared, but you are ready. You might still see your flaws, but God sees your faith. You might think you don't deserve what's coming, but He says you were chosen before you ever earned it. The same God who hid you in obscurity is the one now preparing to reveal you publicly. And when He does, no one will be able to deny His hand on your life. People who once dismissed you will suddenly look for your wisdom. Doors that refuse to open will swing wide without effort. You'll begin to see divine reversals. What the enemy meant for evil, God is turning into good. Every rejection will become redirection. Every breakdown will turn into breakthrough. Every loss will birth something new. Because this is how God works with His chosen ones. He allows the storm, so you can learn to walk on water. Chosen one, when the spotlight comes, don't shrink. This is not the time to hide what He placed inside you. You are not here by accident. You are here on assignment. God is placing you in positions of influence, not for your glory, but for His. The world needs your voice, your strength, your authenticity. It needs your story, the one that's messy and real, the one that shows people that grace is not for the perfect, but for the persistent. And let me tell you something. The very people who counted you out will witness your rise, and they will not be able to understand it. They'll try to rationalize it, but they won't find a logical explanation, because what's about to happen in your life is supernatural. It's beyond logic. It's beyond luck. It's favor, pure, divine, unstoppable favor. You may not even realize how many people have been watching you quietly, not out of envy, but out of curiosity. They saw you struggle. They saw you hurt. They saw you keep moving forward anyway. And now they will see you rise. Your life will preach louder than any sermon ever could. The way you overcame, the way you stayed soft in a hard world, the way you kept walking in faith when there was no proof. It's all about to become a testimony that others will never forget. Chosen one, God is about to use you as proof that He never forgets His promises. There's a reason you didn't fit in. There's a reason you were misunderstood. There's a reason doors closed and plans fell apart. You weren't rejected. You were protected. God didn't let you blend in because He needed you to stand out. He needed your story to be different so your impact could be greater. You've been through the process, the refining, the pruning, the waiting, and now the fruit of that process is about to show. Your life will begin to produce evidence of divine favor. The seeds of faith that you planted in tears are about to blossom in joy. The same hands that were empty will now overflow with abundance. The same heart that was broken will now radiate peace. And through it all, you'll know this wasn't your doing. It was His. You'll realize that every no was actually a not yet, and every delay was divine protection. You'll look back and see that nothing was wasted. Every season served a purpose. Every detour was necessary. Every pain was preparation. So, chosen one, walk boldly into this next season. Keep your head high. The wait is over. The silence is breaking. Heaven is moving on your behalf. The doors that once refused to open are unlocking as you read this. The favor that was delayed is about to locate you. The blessings that seemed far off are already in motion. And when it all begins to unfold, when people ask, "How did this happen?" you will smile and say, "It was God." Because deep down, you'll know that no one could have written this story but Him. He's the author, and you are the living chapter that will inspire others to keep believing. Chosen one, this is your unveiling. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. You are not stepping into something new. You are stepping into what was already yours. Everything you prayed for, everything you cried for, everything you believed for, it's aligning, it's unfolding, it's happening. Get ready, because when God shows the world who you really are, it won't just change how others see you. It will change how you see yourself. You'll realize that you were never ordinary, never forgotten, never forsaken. You were chosen. You were refined. You were prepared. And now, the world is about to see the masterpiece heaven has been shaping in silence all along.